Hey Geeks, Tim Tibbetts with MajorGeeks.com. And today we're going to look at WiseCare 365, one of a handful, very small programs on Major Geeks that does everything in one, let's call it a toolbox that's really complete. Like many programs, it is free and has tons of stuff with it for free. But while I explain that to you a little bit, we're going to start the checkup, because if you just want to clean your machine and get it done, you're right here, right on the front page. Just click checkup. Down here, as you can see, you have a clean up computer regularly. That is a pro feature if you turn it on. And over here, you'll find all the different utilities that they have. If you're familiar with the Wise stuff, you've heard of Wise Folder and File Hider, Wise Memory Optimizer, etc. If you click one of these, it will allow you to download it basically like a plugin. And guess what? They got lots of other utilities too, right under this little wrench. So that's done with. Pretty fast. 6 seconds. It's going to probably take you longer. 2,600 problems. That includes, if you go in the uses file, there could be, well, click the thing right here, the little arrow. As you can see, there's all the different problems that it found. You can see the registry entries, 96. I just scanned the same thing with their competitor in a recent video, and it found exactly 96 as well. It's pretty conservative. You can take a look at how it's finding stuff, but I found the program to be pretty consistent. So if you're not real familiar with computers, I'm going to admit it takes a leap of faith to go fix, but I've had no problems with this and the other stuff we list. Everything on Major Geeks is tested before you ever see it, so we wouldn't put it up there if it was dangerous and could harm your computer. All right, well, there we go. I am now a 9.7, 2,730 problems, and 2 need to be fixed. I need to sip my coffee. Hold on a second. Oh, yeah. All right. So let's work our way through some of the tabs here. We showed you the settings. You have your system cleaner. It says you haven't cleaned your registry yet, which I guess we could do a quick scan, see what comes up. You also have, as you know, I'm a big fan of the Wise Disk Cleaner because I think it blows most of the stuff out of the water and how it does the different cleaning. We'll show you that. So you can clean your registry if you want, just to show you how confident I am. I'm not sweating it. Basically, here's your common cleaner. Leaves the cookies alone. Here's your advanced cleaner. If you've ever used Wise Disk Cleaner, you've seen this before. You can scan your drives for the advanced. What did it find? Nothing? What did I do? Give me a second. Once again, I'm in VMware. They're there. So it finds a lot of stuff that the so-called best drive cleaners out there do not find. It warns you there's a couple files that will be cleaned on reboot. System slimming is kind of neat. So a lot of your download installation files are sitting around, your help files of Windows that you never use, I assume, wallpaper files. Now, it's not a lot of space, but the download installation files, that's a good chunk of space right there. So let's just click slim down. No, I do not. And there you go. So now we pulled out an additional 956 megabytes of space, which I happen to like to do because I'm on a slightly smaller SSD drive, so I don't have a lot of space to spare. So this is going to take the longest because it's deleting the most amount of files. And then you have, as you can see here, the Big Files Manager, which is a pro feature, and you're not registered, of course. System Tune-Up. Now, this is something you want to go through. As you can see, work your way down, come to the left, work your way down. And again, it's a little more geeky and it takes a little bit of time, but you can reduce application idleness. If you don't know what it is, you can see most of this has already been optimized. There's not much to do here, so if you don't know what you're doing, feel pretty good about it. There's a network speed up. I'm not too big of a fan. Windows 10 out of the box, really almost since Windows 7 is pretty good with the always-on internet. So the SSD optimization is a great option here because a lot of programs ignore that. Since you don't defrag your SSD drive, it has noticed that I have an SSD. Disk defrag, you never defrag an SSD, but if you do, just click defragment and you have your options, whether it's basic, full, or just analyze to see where you're at. Registry defrag, I'm a big fan. You hear a lot about registry cleaning, but you don't hear much about registry defragmentation, which kind of compacts everything and makes it easier to use. And it's just one of those tweaks people don't think about. Startup Manager, so you can come in here and take a look at all the different stuff it's running. If you don't know what it is, Google it or leave it alone. And there you go. It tells you how to speed up your boot time by just doing what isn't. Like I said, I trust the program pretty good, but you got to buy it for that. Might be worth it to speed up your boot. And again, another pro features here. Let's jump to the privacy protector as we scroll past 5 minutes. Once again, you have all the different privacy risks that they consider to be privacy. It's all questionable, but they're pretty much right on it. Just hit clean. Oh, gotta buy it. Disk eraser, probably pro. File shredder to completely get rid of files that you don't want to be recovered. And your password generator. Finally, you have your system monitor, so you can come over here and see what's going on from your processor. It's basically a all-in-one program system information, memory usage, processor usage. There's your chipset, etc. Doesn't always read it correctly. For example, my graphic card will be a VMware card, even though it's an NVIDIA card because I'm in VMware. And your hard drive size, your network adapter, your sound card, etc. So, and again, back to process monitor, which is nice. You can see who's using all your CPU, see what's using up all your memory, and there you go. So once again, Wise has a pretty good system set up here. But if you're uncomfortable and you're not sure what you do, just come back to the main page and do a scan or do a check up again if you've already scanned as I have. And that will take care of most of your problems with your computer. And whether you upgrade to Pro or not depends whether you need some of these features. Basically, get started with it, do what you got to do, and decide later if you need the Pro version. Once again, like other programs similar, it's relatively affordable. So if you find it useful, personally, I don't see an issue with giving somebody 20 bucks for a program like this, because it's going to save you a lot more than that in time. So there's WiseCare 365. Please take a minute and click on subscribe. We appreciate everybody who has done so lately. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.